Hello and welcome to Make and Play a Paper Drum. I'm your host, the Wacky Musician. This is one of our easiest make and play paper instruments. I use this with as young as early kindergarten. So to do this craft, you need 3 paper plates, some Elmer's glue, or any type of glue really, but this is Elmer's glue. Paper, cheap paper is fine for this one. You don't want to use cheap paper for baking paper flutes, but for the paper drum stuff, cheap paper will do just fine. And some sort of tape. This is Scotch tape here. Alright, so, and possibly crowns or markers. Because the first thing you may want to do is color the top of one plate to make your drum colorful. I'm not going to spend the time to do that. I've already done it. Here's a plate I've done. So this would be the top of my drum. And very, very colorful. Okay, so to get started, so once you've colored your plate, I'm going to move one of these out because otherwise I have 4. You're going to take one plate, put it down. Notice all the plates are upside down, and when you're coloring on it, I should point out, you're coloring on the bottom of the plate, not the top. It's upside down. Take your glue, get started here, and just do a little swiggle there. That should be all you need. Just in the middle. You don't want it glued over the whole thing. Just the middle to keep it attached. Now, all the plates are upside down, so with the plate upside down, put it on top, press it in. Now a little more glue on top of that one. Just in the middle, like that's good. All right, I'm going to close my glue so it doesn't dry out. All right, and then I'm going to take the colored plate, and I'm going to put that on top of that. Doesn't seem to be quite the same type of plate, so it's not fitting perfectly, but it'll still work. Okay, set that aside to dry. And we go to our paper. Move the glue out of the way here. With the paper, you can use 2 or 3 sheets. When I'm dealing with larger classes, we only use 2 to save paper. But since I'm just by myself, I'm going to use 3. So that's why 3 is good. But, you know, if you're dealing with 30 students, or 60 as I was in some of these summer classes I was doing, that's a lot of paper. So cutting back to 2 works fine too. So we're going to make a very tiny, tiny fold right here. You can see, get on the camera, very small fold. And we're going to use that fold to roll as tight as we can, a very tight circle. Notice we're rolling the short end down the long end of the paper. So the long end of the paper is here, we're rolling on the short end. And when I did that, I lost my roll a little, so let's start over. Now you want to roll it as tight as you can, all the way up. This is going to be our drumstick. Alright, rolling and rolling. Keep on rolling, rolling, rolling. And we're rolling, and we're slightly crooked, but we're going to straighten it out. I'm going to try and tighten it a little bit. Let me get on camera by taking the middle inside seam and twisting it. Alright, that's not quite as tight as I would prefer it. Just getting my finger and twisting to make it tighter, but that'll do. Alright, then take some tape and tape the seam over so that it stays closed. That end. And tape it on that end. I'm going to put one in the middle too. Alright, so there's one drumstick. Now I'm going to set that aside and we're going to make another drumstick because drums usually have 2 sticks. So I'm going to take 3 more sheets of paper. Again, you could use just 2 if you wanted to save paper. Same thing, going to start with a tiny little fold and then roll that into a tiny roll as tight as you can make it. And we keep on rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep on rolling. I have a Roland digital piano. Keep on rolling, rolling. That's a company that makes keyboards rolling. Alright. And again, I'm going to just try to tighten a little with my finger, though I think it's about as tight as I'm going to be able to get it. Some tape. Sometimes makes the camera make weird noises when I pull the tape there. For some reason it doesn't like that sound. Okay. Alright, so we've got 3 pieces of tape, 1 on each end and 1 in the middle. Now we have 2 drumsticks. Alright, now our drums had a little time to dry. I'm going to put it back in the middle. We're pretty much done. I mean, that's it. Let's move the extra paper out of the way. And then we can drum. There you have a cute little simple paper drum. Makes a decent sound, but it's not loud like a real drum, so it won't drive parents crazy. Hopefully. Kids are pretty good at driving parents crazy, so they'll probably find a way. But it's not all that loud, so it's not too bad, but it gives you a nice sound. Alright, that's all. Take care. And this is the Wacky Musician, out.